please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, family, friends, faculty, and administration to the Lin-Wood Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Thank you everyone for being here to honor our class as we make the transition into the next phase of our lives. We have dedicated countless hours to our education, and we are so thankful for your support over the last few years. After 13 years of school here, we finally made it to our graduation year, 2021. I remember in elementary school working on a computer and saving a document in the folder labeled 2021. At the time, the year 2021 seemed so far away, and I felt it would be a long time until we reached it. In 6th grade, we made our Kids to College projects, but we didn't think actually picking a college would be something we would have to worry about for a very long while. But before we knew it, it's the year of 2021, and we're headed off into the real world, with many of us being kids going to college. Ever since we entered kindergarten, we've been looking forward, but now I'd like to pause and look back on the memories that our class has made over the years. We will never forget Zach hitting Nick in the head with a sword during our class skit, Jillian cartwheeling into a desk during Winter Carnival, or Max's debut and only time on the Kink Connection. We won't forget Jacob and Charlie winning their state ski races, our sports teams finding success in playoffs, our class finally winning Winter Carnival, and all of us coming together to organize Spring Fling for the underclassmen. We won't forget the bright orange winter hats our teachers gave us in 3rd grade, and everyone's strange excitement over eggnog at our 5th grade parties. We won't forget our class field trips, from spending the night in the math area of the Boston Museum of Science, where they never turned the glaring lights off, to bonding throughout our 8th grade camping trip, and then to our senior class trip to Maine, when we whitewater rafted our way into the last month of school together. Before our whitewater rafting trip, many of us felt nervous and a little scared to do it, as it was something entirely new to us. While we thought it would be challenging and difficult and nerve-wracking, it ended up being exciting and fun. We had a great time working as a team to succeed in the challenge we faced. Our experience on our senior class trip was similar to our experience throughout high school, as we came in nervous and afraid, and it required a lot of effort to make it through it. But the end result of our hard work and perseverance was rewarding. And the greatest reward was that we made it through both challenges together, as a class, as a team. I want to remind my peers to approach their next steps in life just as we approached whitewater rafting. While you may be nervous and scared, remember that the end result of your hard work and dedication will be rewarding. You will be successful in the paths you choose for your future, and I can't wait to see what all of you do with your talents. I'd like to thank our guests again for coming out tonight to support our class, and for being there for us throughout our careers at Lin-Wood. We are all so thankful for you, and we would not be the people we are today without you. While we will now be headed down different paths in our lives, I know the 13 years we spent together on the same path has us all well prepared for our futures. While we look forward to moving on to college or into the workforce, I hope we all remember the fun-filled moments that we have had together and the great experiences Lin-Wood has offered us. While we move on to the next steps of our lives, I hope we still manage to stay connected to each other and to remember our lumberjack roots. Thank you.
Okay, I'm good. As you can see, I am not Mr. Quinn, but I am extremely happy to be here with you all tonight, even in the role of the substitute guidance counselor presenting scholarships. When Mr. Quinn asked me to fill in for him, as baby number 5 is making his way into the world, my first thought was I cannot believe Mr. Quinn is having another baby. My second thought went towards you parents in the audience, seated here with your babies in front of you, who are now wearing caps and gowns and graduating from high school. I was really doing so well earlier. Oh, we just love your kids. I hope you know that. So to you parents, congratulations and good work. The road is not easy. And although you would not change any of it, the journey itself matters in developing these young people. The more years I live and work with other people's children, as well as raising our own wild hooligans at home, the more I'm reminded of the awesomeness of the village where we live. Our scholarship donation pool is just one more reason why our community is simply the best. They model for our kids what it means to pay it forward each year. Our seniors are in no doubt deserving of these scholarships. Their crew is kind. They are funny. They are motivated by funny things. They care about one another, and they care deeply about their families. In fact, when I was recently rereading their letters to Santa that they wrote in the 6th grade, Silas Whedon's first sentence was, "Dear Santa, my little brother is really afraid of you coming into the house. We share a room, so please don't come inside." Whew. So think of yourself on the brink of 6th grade or 9th grade. Now feel the weight of those caps on your heads and the gowns on your shoulders, the smiles from your cheering section who've been by your side since the beginning. And guess what? They're not going to stop cheering just because the tassel goes from one side to the other. High school will not be the most fun you get to have in your life, especially for those of you coming of age in the pandemic. But I can tell you this, that because you lost out on some really important moments of adolescence, because you overcame adversity and challenge, and you did, you embraced your senior years fully. Your next steps are going to be really exciting, and I think I speak for all of your teachers when I say we cannot wait to hear of the next steps, whether you're headed to college or the workforce, the military, or off to see the world. This extended scholarship village assists many of you in reaching those 4-year universities, community colleges, and technical schools financially. The individuals, families, organizations, corporations behind those scholarships normally get to say a few words about why each of you is deserving of their scholarship. And on behalf of the universe, I want to apologize for them not being able to be here to do it themselves. Clearly, me presenting the Bamba Family Scholarship is not the same as having an actual Bamba here to talk about their brother and what being a firefighter meant to him. So you will take these scholarships and you will remember the names, the people, the legacy behind the dollars. You will show your appreciation first by writing really thankful thank you notes. Followed up though by showing up to class, showing up to your work, by participating in your own next steps, by taking positive risks, by paying it forward, and by remembering that despite a less than idyllic last 16 months of high school, your class, the class of 2021, filled our classrooms with learning and laughter and light. So please take that with you too when you leave. And remember, we are always here when you need us. Now, on to the scholarships. Feeling very Vanna White right now. All right, so if I mess this up, please be patient with me. I'm going to try to go in order. So we have the American Legion Post number 83 going out to Miss Jillian Clark. Joining her is Miss Haley Otis. Where's Miss Barnett? Miss Barnett, is this okay, how I'm doing it? I don't even know. Okay, thumbs up. I feel like we want to clap individually for each kid, so that's why I'm doing it like that. Is the feedback weird or is it just me hearing it? It's fine. Okay, because this has got to be very special. All right, the American Legion Auxiliary, please congratulate Jacob Morris. And J.C. Avery. Oh, and this one has a middle name. And Dylan Matthew Russell. Silas Whedon. For the Beth Como Memorial Award, we'd like to recognize Haley Otis. This is Burndy. This certificate is presented by Burndy LLC, Lincoln, New Hampshire, to Dylan Russell. The Butch Gagnon Memorial Award goes to Ivory Bailey. Also to Daytona Deachman. And lastly, to Maximilian LeBlanc. The Encore Servant Leader Memorial Award goes to Haley Otis. And also to Catherine Keelan Black. That may be the first time I've called her Catherine. The In Seasons Pollard Brook Award goes to Dylan Russell. And also to Daytona Deachman. The John and Dorothy Lebrecht Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Dylan Russell. The Gordy's Fish and Steakhouse Award also goes to Dylan Russell. I just really wanted him to make him sit down. The Howie Book Award goes to Blake Tower. The Lakes Board of Realtors Award goes to Maximilian LeBlanc. The Lincoln Woodstock Community Child Care Center, also known as the LWCCCC, goes to Miss Catherine Keelan Black. Okay, we have the Lin-Wood Friends of Recreation Award, goes to Silas Whedon. It also goes to Jacob Morris. And to Blake Tower. The Lin-Wood Alumni Award goes to Haley Otis. I'm going to use Louise Willie's awesome voice when I announce these next awards. The Boosta Club Award, because that's how she said it, the Boosta Club Award, goes to Olivia Drapo. And also to Jacob Morris. And one more to Charles Laux. Okay, the Lin-Wood Education Association Award goes to Maximilian LeBlanc. And also to Jacob Morris. Your kids have real firm handshakes. I like that. It's important. And the last LWA award goes to Haley Otis. Okay, so now up we have the Educational Trust Award, Olivia Drapo. Blake Tower. Jillian Clark. JC Avery. And Haley Otis. High School Student Council Award, Blake Tower. And Haley Otis. Whew, sorry. Okay, so now we have the Loon Mountain Scholarship. There are 4. The first one going to Daytona Deachman. J.C. Avery. Charlie Laux. And Jacob Morris. We have the Parker Lodge Masonic Temple Award going to Silas Whedon. The Lin-Wood PTA, Miss Jillian Clark. And Haley Otis. The R.K. Glover Award goes to Christopher Boris. All right, we have the Rogers Ski and Sport Award. The first one going to Charlie Laux.
Thank you.
And Silas Whedon. And Jillian Clark. And Jacob Morris. Jacob's handshakes get firmer with every time he comes up. I'm like, yeah. The Sam Boyle Memorial Award goes to Katie Keelan Black. The Schaefer Family Memorial Scholarship goes to J.C. Avery. The Sons of the American Legion, J.C. Avery. Also to Jillian Clark. And also to Jordan Stevens. The Spray Foam Distributors Award goes to Dylan Russell. The Stephen M. Bomba Memorial Scholarship Award is presented to Jacob Morris. The Upper Pemmy Historical Society Sargent Family Book Award goes to Jacob Morris. The Western White Mountains Chamber of Commerce, Silas Whedon. The Woodstock Fire Department Award, Jacob Morris. And unless someone tells me otherwise, I believe this is the last one. The Woodstock Station and Brewery Award, Haley Otis. Thank you.
Good evening, parents, teachers, administration, and fellow lumberjacks. We stand here today not in the future, but as the future. We stand here today in some far off, distant reality many thought would ever actually come. I'm not quite sure how we all made it here, but I can speak to why we are here. It's because of our hard work and our procrastination, our achievements and our failures, our individualism and our collectivism. Change is the perpetual theme of our society, and our individuality is the catalyst that will guide it. Now, this is nothing new, but in case you haven't noticed, our generation is very opinionated. Everything you've heard us complain about or roll our eyes at is now able to be impacted by each and every one of us. Not that every graduate is to become the next president or redesign the next Ford, but the opportunity exists. Just look around you. Jacob aspires to be a conservation officer, Blake a brain surgeon, Max an NBA player, Daytona an aerospace welder, Katie an equestrian massage therapist, and maybe Ryan will finish his math homework. We all have our opinions, goals, and visions to see through, and today is the first step in doing so, as today is an amalgamation of the past, present, and future. The past. It is commonly said that it doesn't define the individual. However, it unquestionably has made us who we are. The class of 2021 is extremely close-knit. We have plenty of inside jokes and stories to call upon, and many memories to reminisce about. I am very grateful to have been accepted so quickly into this amazing class. I came to Lin-Wood late, at least compared to a group of kids that have known each other practically since birth. Sometimes I forget I wasn't always in this graduating class because of how accepting and caring everyone has been. At least until Silas brings up Zero the Hero, and I realize I unfortunately have no such memories. Being a part of the class of 2021 has shown me what true dedication is, whether it be to ourselves, our community, or our school. Such as when Jacob headed Spring Fling, something that he knew would be a massive undertaking, but did anyway to create a new tradition at Lin-Wood and raise school spirit. Or one time, when Jillian stayed up all night doing schoolwork, made it to our 8 a.m. basketball game, and still volunteered later that day to support the community. These might all sound like individual accomplishments, but it's quite the contrary. Nothing this class achieves is done alone, because most importantly of all, the dedication to each other has stood above any other group of people I've ever met. I mean, it was this class that finally showed me how to work a microwave. The present. The present is weird, as it's not easy to describe what's happening now, because it already happened. I feel this paradox is analogous to our senior year. We're stuck in a period of time that isn't high school, but it isn't the next phase of our life either. Today is a day all about waiting for the future while trying to describe the past. These are the fleeting moments that we will recall years to come, and the distant goals that we were subconsciously working towards. I remember us all gathered on one day of the last day of 8th grade in Miss Steve's room, listening to Mr. Quinn talk. He stated that as soon as we walk out of the building for the last time as 8th graders, every academic or extracurricular decision we make would change our future. As a 13-year-old, this was terrifying. The decisions we ended up making led us to this moment, and although I understand we can't be happy about every decision we've ever made, I truly hope everyone is content and excited for where their series of choices will take them. The ambiguity of the present doesn't leave much else to say. All I have left is this. A student who wants to write only after fully sharpening the pencil will never be able to write. They will end up wasting the whole pencil sharpening it. The future. Although it may not be easy to see through the haze of the past and present, every individual's success is added to the world's success. When we succeed, the world succeeds. Because when we succeed, we're now in a position to give rather than take. I'd like to thank Lin-Wood for constructing a platform to launch ourselves into the future. For some, this future is the workforce. For others, it's college. Regardless, There will always be challenges to overcome, and I am confident that this class will meet them head on. I know this because of all the difficulties and alterations we've had to face our senior year and even the past 4 years. We have the tools to be successful. We stand here today because the future is in our hands. So let's continue to contribute and change our surroundings just as we've done at Lin-Wood for so many years. Thank you, class of 2021, and good luck with your future endeavors.
Daytona, Burton, Dietrin. JC, Priscilla, Avery. Angel, Lynn, Kittleson. Jillian Elizabeth Clark. Silas Emil Whedon. Haley Ann Otis. Ivory Marie Bailey. Anthony Joseph Vecchione. Olivia Brooke Drapo. Catherine May Keelan Black. Haley Christine Salela. Maximilian Gavin LeBlanc. Malachi James Ritzma. Christopher Cassidy Boris. Zachary Michael Janess. Nicholas Kurt Richardson. Blake Stephen Tower. Jordan Scott Stevens. Ryan Lee Cronin. Jacob Ryan Morris. Zachary Thomas Deaton Baumgardner. Harsh Naresh Patel. Dylan Matthew Russell. Charles Aaron Laux.
Good evening, everyone. Seniors, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, can you just dip those caps so we can take a peek at them, please? Yeah, just dip those. Can you do it? See, I knew it. I knew this was going to happen, so here we go. Seniors, can't you see? Sometimes your caps and gowns just hypnotize me. And I love your flashy ways. I guess that's why you're graduating today. You are simply the best, better than all the rest. First of all, congratulations to all of you. This is, make no mistake, the final countdown and your last assignment before you go your own way. Some of you are saying to yourselves, your last assignment, what is that? Well, you've completed some of it. Your name was announced, you came down, you got your diploma, you went back to your seat, and now your final part of this assignment is celebrate with your families. You should be very, very proud of yourselves for accomplishing this goal. Well done. I know you are excited and ready to run out into the world and conquer, but I ask you to hold on to this moment and enjoy it. They say situations and events happen at the speed of life. Before you know it, it has passed you like water flowing under a bridge. So enjoy this moment and hold on to it. Remember the good times and enjoy them before you begin your next phase. Enjoy your summer jobs. Continue to make memories with your classmates and have a fantastic summer as you prepare to transition into your next steps. Today, I am not only congratulating you, the graduates who completed the additional years of learning in high school, but I am also congratulating your parents, grandparents, guardians, relatives, and friends. They have been waiting for this extraordinary academic achievement for a very, very long time. It is normal to feel anxious and maybe overwhelmed after today's celebration. Still, I have said, enjoy this moment and embrace it. For tomorrow is another day, the next step of your life's journey. Speaking of journey, don't stop believing in yourself. You are all unique individuals with so much to offer. I feel very honored to have the faith of the senior class to have been asked to speak to you today. I have been your teacher and hopefully a good role model for you to follow. Every morning I wake up and I'm so excited. I get here to school as early as I can to prepare and wait for your eager faces to come in and be ready to learn. You have shared so much with me, and that I am appreciative of. As a matter of fact, you shared so much that you even prepared for me the teenager vocabulary list, which was very nice of you. Because sometimes when you say things, I'm like, what? Some of you asked me this question I should say some of you asked me this question a lot, and I am gonna say it today. The question you asked me is, who's in Paris? Well, I finally have the answer for you. According to my world history class, it's Napoleon, and he's trying to expand his empire, and that's no cap. You have invited me into your world of being a teenager in a public high school by providing me with a list of your, as I said, your vocabulary terms, to understand your discussions and share your feelings and thoughts in psychology, economics, and contemporary issues. You make me laugh and you challenge me at the same time. And I remind myself, yes, that's what teenagers do to adults. They don't mean to. They cannot help themselves. And from this, you make me feel forever young, as I am reminded of how I acted in high school. I realize a lot has gone on in the last month of school: AP testing, college preparations, military preparations, work preparations, and saying your goodbyes to high school and wondering if the next phase of life will be a thriller. You feel like everything counts, and you think sweet dreams are made of this. I say only the young can be dancing on the ceiling, while some of us might say one thing leads to another, and others say, I've had the time of my life. Heaven knows people are people. I know everyone wants to cut loose, foot loose. It's more than a feeling, it's a climb. Remember, we're all in this together. With every breath you take, try not to get so emotional. Life is daring you to take on me. Billie Jean might be living on a prayer. So jump during the heat of the moment, remain sharp dressed. And for goodness sake, don't wear your sunglasses at night, even if you are dancing in the night. In the words of Queen, we are the champions. No, wait a minute. I stand corrected. You are the champions of 2021. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I am Jillian Clark, and I offer my congratulations to my fellow members of the class of 2021. Against all odds and unforeseen circumstances, we made it. However, we were not able to do this alone. For this reason, we have many individuals that our class would like to thank. First, thank you, Mr. Stavali. Your words were funny and very thoughtful as well. We appreciate your eager willingness to speak when we discovered our principal would not be able to. Next, thank you, parents. Our class has asked a lot of you, and typically on very short notice, but you have always been there to support us in any way possible. Also, thank you, teachers. You guys have gone above and beyond every step of the way. You have been tasked with planning for the unexpected, an obvious oxymoron, and yet you still delivered. Your continued support of our education, even amid the unknown, has not gone unnoticed. Please know that we all appreciate what you have done for us, even when you are unsure yourself. I know teachers don't always receive the thanks and appreciation that they deserve, but many of us up on the stage right now might not be wearing a cap and gown if it wasn't for you. So for that, we are incredibly grateful. Our class wants to thank Mr. Primmernow, Dr. McGann, and the administration at large for their efforts in ensuring our school got to learn in person this year. We know how lucky we are to have had a mostly normal year. Thank you to the dedicated community members and businesses that donate endless amounts of time and money to supporting our students. You have watched us at our sports events, bought hats for our class fundraisers, and generously donated thousands of dollars of scholarship money to ensure that the next chapter of our lives is financially feasible. We undoubtedly have the most supportive community around, and we are incredibly thankful for it. Thank you to Mr. Adams and the Kent Connection for live streaming this event. Due to limited amounts of seating this year, live streaming offers those who could not make it a way to still be a part of this important moment in our lives. This would not have been possible without you. Thank you to Linda McIntyre for taking pictures of us at our games, dances, and countless other events. And she is even here tonight, taking beautiful photos of us to look back on many years in the future. I want to give a big thank you to Doug Moorhead for your continued support of our class and for always being willing to help out. Also, we have a huge shout out to Mrs. Barnett and Mark Hood, as well as the rest of the janitorial staff for helping us plan and execute this COVID-safe graduation. Thank you to Mr. Untersea for setting up the audio and music tonight. Graduation would not be as cool if Pomp Circumstance wasn't playing. And finally, thank you to our advisors. We know that your job is a difficult one, and the pandemic has made it much harder, but your persistent dedication to our class is the reason we got to experience most of the typical senior activities this year. Mrs. Drapo, thank you for the hours of time and effort you put into planning fun things and fundraisers for our class. You made it your goal to give us the best high school experience possible, and you delivered. Chad, thank you for your humor and level-headedness. You are hardworking and a valuable addition to our class. We would not have been nearly as successful without you there. And finally, Amy, thank you for your endless smiles, helpful suggestions, and of course, snacks. The three of you balanced each other out perfectly and brought different strengths. We would like to offer these gifts as a token of our appreciation for the years of support that you have given us, because we could not have done it without you.
Four years ago, we all embarked on this journey that we call high school. And boy, what a ride it has been. Through the ups and downs, we have stuck together, side by side. And that is how we have made it here tonight. Well, actually, there are many reasons why we made it here tonight. The definition of a teacher's job in the dictionary is defined as a person who teaches or instructs, especially as a profession, instructor. Here at our small school, teachers are far more than just people who teach us the information that you need for the future. Our teachers are mentors. They are people who support you whenever you are in need. And sometimes, they're even parents. I remember as little freshmen and sophomores, we were sometimes challenging and hard to control. This being said, I want to say thank you to all the teachers who had to put up with our nonsense from time to time, helping us, guiding us, and mentoring us to get through high school. Without Lin-Wood's caring, thoughtful, and amazing teachers, I don't know where we would all be. Lin-Wood's teachers are truly the best around. There are three people who have been instrumental throughout our lives, our advisors: Denise Drapo, Amy Boris, and my dad, Chad Morris. Thank you for dedicating your patience, your presence, and your time for our class, and the countless other things that you have all done for us over the past 4 years. You have been great role models for what it means to be an upstanding citizen, and you have inspired us to be better people for this world. The class of 2021 is a very special class. We are the end of an era here at Lin-Wood. Our class is a family. Everyone here would lend each other a hand no matter what, which is something that you don't find in other places. There's nobody like the class of 2021, and I want to personally say thank you for being my best friends, for being my family, and supporting me through everything. We will always cherish and remember the family that we have made here at Lin-Wood. That is what makes Lin-Wood a very special school, where unbreakable bonds of love and trust form, because you're allowed to have the opportunities to get to know everyone. Everyone looks out for one another, and most of all, they care. Our small school has given us the tools to be able to succeed with our lives. It has given us all so much throughout the years, but most of all, it's given us each a place to return, a place to call home, no matter what, or how far you go. When I was a freshman, Brandon Harrington and I were in the back doorway lacing up our cleats for baseball practice. I mentioned that he was graduating in less than a month, and he looked up at me and said, "Enjoy the time in high school while you have it, because before you know it, you'll be a senior and it will be over. So enjoy the time with your friends, because these next 4 years will be over in a blink of an eye." Well, Brandon, you were right. These past 4 years have flown by, and I could not have asked for a better group of people to spend it with. So thank you for everything, class of 2021. As I'm sure you all know, I'm an outdoorsman. I love the woods and being in the woods, hunting, fishing, and hiking. When you're hunting, you spend all this time scouting out the animal trails, slowly walking and looking for your prey, being patient and waiting for your opportunity to succeed in the hunt. Spending time honing your skills for the next hunt. And in that one moment, the hunt is over. You have succeeded. Like high school, you spend your time learning the material. You have to be patient with your peers and with your teachers. You spend your time preparing for that one moment. And that one moment is here. We are here, and everything that we have done up to this point has prepared us all for the future. And in that one moment, everything can end. We are graduating. But like hunting, we're always looking forward for the next hunt, the next adventure, and the next chapter of our lives. Lastly, I wanted to say thank you to the Lincoln and Woodstock communities for everything that you have done for every single one of us over the past 4 years. This is our home, and may we always find our way back. So this brings me to the end. We are in that moment. Congratulations to the class of 2021. May the next year bring you those adventures and have fun. Don't forget to keep in touch, because after all, we're family. Thank you all for coming. Have a great night. And one more thing. We have a reception at the community center following this, with refreshments and opportunity to congratulate us and take more pictures. And please come join us, and thank you guys.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota. and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out.